Hello mga kawamat! In this video lesson, we will discuss about simple interest. So our objectives, define simple interest, compute simple interest, maturity value, and present value, and solve problems involving simple interest. So simple interest, it is the interest charged on the principal alone for the entire duration of period, denoted as T, of the loan or investment at a particular rate denoted as R. So after the term of the loan or investment, the maturity value or future value is computed by getting the sum of the principal and the interest due. Okay, so here's the formula na gagamitin natin. So kapag kukunin natin yung interest, so we are using this formula where I is the simple interest, P is the principal amount, R is the rate of interest or simply rate, and T is the time in years. So F is the future value or the maturity value. So kapag hanapin natin yung future value, we are using this formula. So alin man dyan ang gagamitin natin. So that is based on the given. So nakadepende sa given. Okay, so pwede natin gamitin to principal plus the interest or the principal amount plus the PRT or P times the quantity of 1 plus RT. Kapag hahanapin naman natin yung principal amount, so pwedeng gamitin natin to I over RT or P is equal to F minus I. Or dito, gamit rin itong formula na to, makukuha natin yung principal amount by dividing both side by 1 plus RT. So, pwede rin natin gamitin yung principal amount by F over 1 plus RT. Also, pag kukuha natin yung T or the time, so kung kukunin natin yung time, that is I or the interest over principal amount times rate. So, tandaan natin, kapag ang given is in months, so kailangan natin i-convert into years. So, i-divide lang natin sa 12. At kapag rate naman, ang kukunin natin, so that is I over PT or that is interest times principal over principal times T. Okay, let's try this. Complete the table below by finding the unknown. So, we have a given table. So, may apat tayong kukunin. So, that is A, B, C, and T. So, sa letter A, ano yung mga given sa letter A? At saka ano yung hinahanap? So, ang hinahanap natin is yung principal amount. So, ano yung mga given? So, yung rate natin is 2.5% na kung saan kapag rate ang ano natin in percent siya. So, we need to convert into decimal. So, 2.5% that is equivalent to 0.025. O kung nahihirapan kayo, i-convert, i-divide nyo to sa 100 or magmumove lang tayo ng 2 places to the left. So, from dito, mula dito sa decimal na to, 1, 2, so mag-a-add ka ng 0. Kaya, naging 0.025. And then, yung time is 4 and the interest is 1,500. So, ano ba yung formula again ng pagkuha ng principal amount? So, kanina pinakita ko that is I over over RT. So, what we're going to do is substitute everything na nakuha natin sa given. So, yung I natin is 1,500 over 0.025 times 4. And that is 15,000. So, the principal amount is 15,000. So, ang sagot natin dun sa letter A is 15,000. Letter B. So, ang hinahanap sa letter B is R or the rate. So, ano ba yung mga given? Principal amount, 36,000. The given time is 1.5. And the interest is 4,860. So, ano yung formula pag kukunin natin yung rate? I over PT. So, substitute lang natin. 4,860 over 36,000 times 1.5. So, yung rate na makukuha natin 0.09. So, i-convert natin. So, naka-decimal, convert natin into percent. So, kapag kinonvert naman into percent, maaring i-multiply nyo sa 100 or mag-move kayo ng 2 places pa right naman. So, that is 9%. So, sa letter C, ang kinukuha natin is time. So, ano yung mga given? 250,000 yung principal amount. Yung rate natin is 0.5%. Pero kailangan natin i-convert pa yan sa decimal. So, ang sabi ko kanina, pwedeng i-divide by 100 or mag-move tayo ng 2 places to the left. Okay, so that is 0.005. And then yung interest natin, that is 275. So, ano yung formula na gagamitin kapag time yung hinahanap? That is interest over PR. So, substitute lang natin, 275 over 250,000 times 0.05. And that is 0.22 years. Sa letter D, ang hinahanap natin is interest. So, interest ang hinahanap. Ano yung mga given? The principal amount is 500,000. R is 12.5%. So, convert in decimal, that is 0.125. And the time is 10. So, using the formula, I is equal to PRT. So, multiply lang natin. 500,000 times 0.125 times 10. The interest is 625,000. So, what if kukunin natin yung future value nitong apat? So, again, what is the formula for getting the future value? That is principal plus the interest. So, dito sa una, ano yung principal amount natin? That is 15,000 plus the interest, 1,500. So, that is 16,500. So, sa pangalawa, ano yung future value natin? 36,000 plus 4,860. That is 40,860. Okay, so again, sa pangalawa, so meron tayong 36,000 plus 4,860. So that is 40,860. So sa pangatlo, ano na yung future value natin? So that is 250,000 plus 275. The answer is 250,275. Sa pang-apat, we have 500,000 plus 625,000. So, yung future value or the maturity amount is 1,125,000. Okay, let's proceed for the problem solving. Number 2. A bank offers 0.25% annual simple interest rate for a particular deposit. How much interest will be earned if 1 million pesos is deposited in the savings account for 1 year? So, importante na kailangan ma-identify natin yung mga given values. So, ano ba yung mga given natin? Una, yung principal amount. So, paano natin malalaman na principal amount yung 1 million? So, how much interest will be earned if 1 million is deposited? So, yung word na deposited, ibig sabihin, that is, yung 1 million, that is the principal amount. So, next is rate. So, kitang-kita naman yung rate dyan, that is 0.25%. So, we need to convert into decimal, kaya 0.0025. And then, so, ano yung given time? That is 1 year. So, that t is equal to 1. So, anong hinahanap natin? Interest. So, using the formula, I is equal to PRT, then multiply all the given values, 1 million times 0.0025 times 1. So, the answer is 2,500. So, therefore, the interest earned is 2,500 pesos. For example number 3, how much interest is charged when 50,000 is borrowed? So, kanina about investment naman, ito ngayon yung pag maghihiram naman ng pera, no? Magkano yung interest charge kapag ngutang siya ng 15,000 o nanghiram ka ng 50,000 sa loob ng 9 months at 10%. So, dapat sa loob ng 9 months, mabayaran mo yung 50,000 at 10%, no? So, ano yung mga mga given? So, yung principal amount natin is 50,000 and then yung rate natin is 10%, so that is 0.10 at 9 months. So, sabi ko kanina, kapag given is in months, so we need to convert into years. So, i-divide lang natin yan sa 12. So, 9 over 12, that is 0.75 or 3/4. So, ang hinahanap natin dito is interest pa rin. So, Using the formula, I is equal to PRT. So that is 50,000 times 0.10 times 9 over 12 or 50,000 times 0.10 times 0.75. So the interest is 3,750. So the simple interest charge is 3,750 pesos. So yun yung i-charge sa inutang niyang 50,000. Okay? Next. When invested, an annual interest rate of 7%. No? Pag sinabing annual, once a year yan, no? Isang beses sa isang taon. The amount earned is 11,200 pesos of simple interest in 2 years. So, how much money was originally invested? So, anihin natin yung problem para malinaw sa atin ang pagkuha ng given values. So, when invested an annual interest rate of 7%, so ito na yung rate natin, the amount earned, so ito yung kinita o tinubo, no? 11,200. So, ano yon? That is the interest. And then, this is time. So, ano yung mga given natin? So, the interest amount is 11,200 pesos. Yung rate natin is 7% or 0.07. And then, time is 2 years. So, anong hinahanap natin? How much money was originally invested or that is the principal amount. So, principal amount ang hinahanap. So, P is equal to I over RT. We're going to use that formula. So, substitute lang natin lahat ng given values. 11,200 times 0.07 times 2. So, the principal amount is 80,000. Ibig sabihin, the amount invested is 80,000 pesos. For example, number 5, find the present value of 86,000 pesos at 8% simple interest for 3 years. So, ang hinahanap ulit dito ay present value of 86,000. So, ang 86,000 na tinutukoy dito ay hindi interest. That is the future value or the maturity value. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga given natin, the future value is 86,000 pesos. Yung rate is 8% or 0.08 or the time is 3 years. The given time is 3 years. So, using the formula, so paano ba natin makukuha to yung P? So, kapag kukuha tayo ng future value, ito yung gagamitin natin formula. So, pinaliwanag ko to kanina, di ba? Now, mula dito, pwede natin ma-derive ang pagkuha o para malaman natin yung principal amount. So, mula dito sa formula na to, pwede natin ma-derive yung principal amount. So, divide lang natin both side by 1 plus RT. So, yung principal amount is future value over 1 plus RT. Alright? So, ito na ngayon ang gagamitin natin formula para makuha natin yung principal amount. So, substitute lang natin. 86,000 over 1 plus 0.08 times 3. So, i-multiply muna itong dalawa na to bago i-plus kay 1. And that is 86,000 over 1.24. So, the answer is 69,354.84 pesos. So, the amount invested is 69,354.84 pesos. For example, number 6, if an entrepreneur applies for a loan amounting to 500,000 in a bank, the simple interest of which is 157,500 for 3 years. So, what interest rate is being charged? So, ang hinahanap natin dito is yung R or yung rate. So, given the interest and then the principal amount. So, yung principal amount natin is 500,000 and then yung interest rate natin is, yung interest na nakuha natin, interest amount is 157,000 and that the given time is 3 years. So, kukunin natin yung rate. So, ano yung formula? Pagkuha ng rate, that is I over PT or that is 157,000 over 500,000 times 3. So, that is 0.105. Ngayon, since rate to, kailangan natin naman siya i-convert into percent. So, paano yon? I-multiply lang natin by 100 or mag-move tayo ng 2 places to the right. No? So, that is 10.5%. Ibig sabihin, the bank charges an annual simple interest rate of 10.5%. Example number 7, how long will a principal earn at interest equal to half of it at 5% simple interest? So, magkano daw, no? Magkano yung principal amount na dodoble in 5% simple interest? So, ano yung mga given natin? So, the principal amount, and then how long, no? Kapag sinabi nating how long, that is the time, no? Time yung pinag-uusapan natin dito. So, given amount for principal is wala tayo, so that's still P lang. So, R is 5%. 5% converting to decimal, that is 0.05. And yung I natin, so sabi daw, mag-i-earn ng interest equal to half of the principal amount. So, half or one half of the principal amount. Kaya one half P. Since walang given yung principal amount natin, so lagay lang natin yung P dyan. It means that is the principal amount. Or, one half is equal to 0.5. So, that is 0.5 P. So, ang hinahanap natin again dito is time. So, using the formula, I over PR. So, ano yung interest natin? That is 0.5 P over P times 0.05. So, and then simplify natin to. That is 0.05 times P, that is 0.05 P. So, maka-cancel natin tong P. So, ang maiwan na lang dyan is 0.5 over 0.05. And 0.5 divided 0.05, the answer is 10 years. So, ibig sabihin, it will take 10 years for a principal to earn half of its value at 5% simple annual interest. Okay, this is the last problem. Find the maturity value if 1 million pesos is deposited in a bank at annual simple interest rate of 0.25% after 5 years. So ngayon class, in this problem, meron tayong dalawang method na pwedeng gamitin. So nasa inyo kung ano yung method na sa tingin nyo mas mabilis nyo masolve. So ano ba yung mga given natin dito? So yung principal amount natin, so find the maturity value if 1 million pesos. So itong dinipos it, so that is the principal amount. 1 million, rate is 0.25, so that is 0.0025, and the time is 5. So ang kukunin natin is yung future value. So from 1 million, so magkano na ang pera niya after 5 years? So again, sabi ko nga kanina, may dalawang method dito na gagamitin. So, nasa inyo kung anong palagay nyo mas mabilis. So, using the first method, kailangan natin kunin yung interest. So, using this formula, kailangan natin yung interest. Kasi may principal amount na tayo para makuha natin yung future value. So, yung formula ng interest, that is PRT. So, 1 million times 0.025 times 5. The answer is 12,500. So, balikan natin yung formula ng future values. Principal amount plus I, or the interest, yung 12,500. So, 1 million plus 12,500. So, the future value now is 1,012,500. So, yan yung sa unang method. Sa pangalawang method, using this formula, P times the quantity of 1 plus RT. So, substitute lang din natin to. And that is 1 million times 1 plus yung R natin 0.0025 times 5. So ito munang unahin yung i-multiply bago nyo i-add kay 1. So that will become 1.0125 times 1 million. The answer is 1,012,500. So pareho lang sila. So nasa inyo kung itong method na to or ito, kung sa tingin nyo kung ano sa tingin nyo ang mas madali. So therefore, pagdating ng 5 years, after 5 years, yung 1 million niya na dineposit sa bank, magkano na? The future or maturity value after 5 years is 1,012,500. Okay? So, it's your time. I'll give you 5 item multiple choice. So, tingnan natin kung may natutunan. So, pwede nyo i-post yung video, no? Sagutan nyo muna, then i-play. So, number 1 question. What is the formula in computing the simple interest on a given financial transaction? A. I is equal to P over RT. B. I is equal to PRT. Letter C. I is equal to P times the quantity of 1 plus RT. Letter D. I is equal to PRT squared. So, i-post mo na yung video bago nyo sagutan. Alright, so the answer is letter B. Number 2, Angel deposited 20,000 pesos in a bank that pays 0.5% simple interest. How much will be her money after 6 years? Letter A, 20,600 pesos. B, 20,060 pesos. Letter C, 20,006 pesos. Letter D, 20,605 pesos. Okay, so the answer is letter A. Let's proceed now for number 3. At what simple interest rate will an amount of money double itself in 10 years? Letter A, 5%. B, 8%. C, 10%. D, 15%. Okay, so the answer is letter C, 10%. Next, number 4. How much was the interest if Sophia borrowed 45,000 and paid a total of 55,500 at the end of the term? Letter A, 10,500 pesos. B, 15,500 pesos. Letter C, 55,600 pesos. Letter D, 100,000 pesos. Alright, so the answer is letter A, 10,500 pesos. Last question. Justin borrowed 5,000 at 5% annual simple interest rate. If he decided to pay after 1 year and 3 months, how much should he pay by then? Letter A, 5,132.25 pesos. Letter B, 5,321.50 pesos. Letter C, 5,123.25 pesos. And letter D, 5,312.50 pesos. Okay, so the answer is letter D, 5,312.50 pesos. Okay, you can share your score in our comment section. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button para updated kayo for more video tutorial. This is your guide in learning your math lesson, your Wow Math channel.